Viewers, it's time for Master Detective. You already know because you could see it highlighted by my beautiful pirate icon. Before we begin, I got a couple of things to get off my chest because I know that you guys usually stick to my random intros, but it's something of a serious, well, I wouldn't say serious it affects you or I, but it's serious as in a really wild thing that's been talked about by some people, and I don't want to jump in on the bandwagon. I kind of like stick it to myself, but I feel like it's enough to the point where I think I should talk about it. I don't think anyone really cares about my 2 cents, but whatever. I'm just gonna share it. Uh, I don't know who this person is that did the cartoon beatboxing thing or the animated beatboxing thing, but a little thing's been talked about in the glory that is this wormhole of a black hole of the internet about a guy that spent $50,000 to have a music video done in the animated style of or done by one of the animators of VisiPop's like people of Has Been Hotel specifically by I think the name's Charlie. To be 100%, I'm not trying to say anything ill, and hopefully this statement does get flagged. 'Cause I'm not going to say anything sensitive, I think, but I just find it funny that someone was willing to spend 50,000 to have a music video. Like, it's not for the music itself because I think it was actually a known like licensed song, but it's the animation style. 50,000. This person spent $50,000 just to have like a 2 or 3 minute music video. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen it yet because I don't like want to, but I heard it was really good. So I don't know if I'm bored, I might, but yeah, I just wanted to say like, is that real? Because a lot of people are talking about it and I don't know how real it is, but it's popped up to the point where I don't know if it's like a meme that people are talking about or it's legit. If it is legit, then let me say this right now: if you're spending 50,000, and I can't imagine it's got to be for Charlie, right? Like, there's no other reason. But if you're spending 50,000 for one person, we need to talk. Like, don't worry, I'm a licensed vitamin. I'm willing to hear you out. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. So if anyone cares for that, there you go. Maybe you can find out whether it's true or not. Let me know in the comment section below or Twitch, tell me in Discord. I don't know, and I don't know if my younger audiences need to know, so whatever. But more importantly, actually, younger audiences, this Master Detective. Yeah, I don't have any younger audiences watching this, I think. Regardless, welcome, welcome, my lovely connoisseurs of the culture, for I am the voice you can't forget. I am the cure for the everyday mundane, the lovely V, aka Vitamin DGR, who has returned back to this nightmare that is Master Detective Archives. You're probably wondering where on the home screen. Yeah, I've kind of already said this enough. So, yep, spoiler warning. Where we're going here is for those who wish to know more about the story, or excuse me, let me start that over. What you're about to watch is only for those who've been following this so far. So if you have a desire to play this for yourself, to figure out the puzzles and things by yourself, or any of that jazz, then I strongly urge you to not watch this video. I mean, I do want you to watch it. I do want you to like and subscribe and follow and all that jazz, but I don't want to ruin the experience for you viewers that want to play this game for yourself because that's not how I roll. So I'm just throwing the spoiler warning right now as we speak. I will leave a spoiler warning in the comments or in the description, excuse me. But to get people up to speed, wow, like last episode, I know it's been a minute, but it was just woo, boy oh boy. So to get people up to speed, last episode we figured out like a number of things, but the end all be all is I still don't know who the actual person is. We found out how a number of things, the hows. I guess the better thing is to say is we figured out the hows. We figured out how the poison was snuck in there, which was with a paintbrush of all things. We found out how it was selected to specifically be Cotton who died, which was with the lights. Uh, like we figured out a number of the hows, but the problem is it still feels not right because no matter how I racked it in my brain, it's like it makes sense how it could be one person and yet conveniently there's just one thing that makes it that's like, oh, it's not this. Because my suspicion at first was with Kurenai, but then there's a moment where it's like, oh, but it could be Yoshiko, and then like, oh, that it's Yoshiko, and then it's like, oh, but it could be Warna, and now I'm stuck in this loop where I have no clue where I am in life. Like I've lost myself. I've broken completely. But yeah, so before I press play, or I guess go back to the screen on this, again, last warning, spoiler warnings. From here on out, we need to figure out why this is happening, because apparently we figured out all 3 hows, and somehow we did an inception thing that looped us to another platform. And according to Yuma and Shinigami, mostly Shinigami, that we figured out one outlet, but in order to really nail down who the culprit is, we have to go at a different angle. Instead of figuring out how the culprit murdered the person in order to figure out who the culprit is, we need to figure out why the culprit did these things. And hopefully by this episode, we will be able to legitimately find out who's responsible. Because if I have to go through another week of this, I'm going to lose my beautiful, beautiful mind. So let's just get to it.
Karen's testimony makes her highly suspicious. She said she heard something fall and went to inspect it.
I get it. Hearing a sound that never happened means she's obviously lying. Karen lied. And the reason why she lied?
She made it appear like Aiko jumped. If that's the case, then the one who killed Aiko is Karen.
Yes. But the problem is, we figured out that already. Like, we know who murdered Aiko, but the problem is, we don't know which of the 3 girls, that once again remind you lovelies that have potentially not been paying attention, but I'll still be fair. It's one of you 3. It's either Yoshiko, it's either Kurane, or it's either Warana. We know it's not Kurumi, because she's too cute for that. And it's not Karen, because Karen murdered Aiko. Now, this is my assumption. Right now, I'm going to say it before we get to a moment, because whether I'm right, then you get proof of it. And if I'm wrong, then whatever, because I'm in the dark about this. I have an idea on person A and backup person, right? So, in my knowledge, I still suspect Kurane, but at the same time, if it's not Kurane, my next one will be Yoshiko. And I'm going to try to put aside my blatant love of Yoshiko because of how she looks and talks and appears and talks. And I'm just going to focus solely on the issue. I know, I'm making a bit here. I'm putting aside my hopes that it's not Yoshiko, and I have to realize I can't be emotional on this. I gotta find out, I gotta be, like Halara was saying, like, you can't put emotion into this. You have to be logical and sound. So I'm gonna try to throw my emotions out, which is probably not gonna happen. But yeah, that's my thought on this. I don't think it's Warana. I can see potentially how, but I still can't, because Warana, I don't see how she could have done it, especially during that outlet. But maybe there's something I don't know. Regardless, I still suspect Kurane, and then Yoshiko will be next. And that's my thoughts. I'm saying this now because if I'm right, then heck yeah. And if I'm wrong, well then, I was kind of close. It was 1 of 3. But yeah, Karen was the one that murdered Aiko. I don't think we established why Karen murdered Aiko, unless it was just to be the lead, but whatever. But that's enough of me chatting. It's awkwardly quiet. I mean, I hear the music, but nothing. I guess I was supposed to run down this hallway while they talked. Oh, what? Am I supposed to go there or upstairs? I'll go here. Here? No? Okay, upstairs, I guess. Okay, guess I'm going more upstairs. Or I'm going more upstairs? Oh, okay. Here we go. Uh-oh, it's saved, which means something's about to happen. Whoa, that's way too high for my liking. Is that Aiko?
She disappeared? Damn it! I can't even help the girl who needs it most!
Oh yeah, and Desahiko's still a perv, but that's neither new or old information.
Help her? She was dead long before you could help her. Anyway, this must be the roof Aiko supposedly jumped from.
Hey. Why did Karen kill Aiko?
I think it's for the lead role, right?
I thought an all-girls school would be more sunshine and rainbows than murder.
If a brick was used as the murder weapon, then it could have been an impulsive crime.
What do you mean impulsive? And then it cuts to, I don't know, Desahiko getting surrounded by, like, these three scary yandere type girls who are like, you don't know the meaning of the word, like you don't even know what you're talking about. In this school, business means business. One girl for themselves. And then they just brandish like weapons and stuff, because that's what Kurumi talked about, right? At least with the arts club, that it was very intense, like absurdly intense.
So Karen might not have been planning to kill Aiko when she called her there.
But still did it anyway.
You mean they were talking and it turned into a crime of passion? That's so cliche.
Maybe they were discussing their acting careers. They had a disagreement and it turned to violence.
So Karen can't handling Aiko.
Well, if this caused the other murder case, then is the motive revenge?
Yeah,
Think
they
so.
weren't fighting over Aiko's spot. They wanted to get back at Karen for taking it away.
Yeah, and that's why it makes sense why it's one of the three girls. I think because Karen murdered Aiko, one of those three was like, how dare you do this to Aiko? Like, yeah, they probably only wanted their moment, but they all liked Aiko. For further context, whoops, that's the wrong thing. Where are my keys? For further context, I definitely figured something was suspicious because all of them have photos where it's like them with Aiko. So of these three, one of them was just like really distraught that Karen did this and was like, all right, time to poison this. Making a bit here, but yeah, that's my suspicion. I just don't. Ooh.
Meaning, the culprit is whoever cares the most about Aiko? Then, which of the suspects is it? In fact, where do we even go from here? We got the motive, but there's still no path.
There's always a path. Just jump straight down to your death.
This is different from the other dead ends. I think there's a mystery around here.
Something must be hidden here.
We just gotta look around. Oh, guess I'll look around after I talk to you first. Why is that? I better not be going off the edge. Oh, let's see what else we got here first. Got a bench. Got a pipe. I see the roof, and I better... If this game makes me jump off the roof after I made that dumb joke, despite its game knowing I hate heights, we're gonna have words. We are going to have words. And there's another clearing there. I don't see anything else interactable. Oh. So either the side with Shinigami or the side with Desahiko. Shinigami's hotter. Peek in? Wouldn't you mean peek over?
This place.
So high up. We're above even the clouds. Better be careful not to fall.
Hey!
So you're saying you don't want me to put...
Hey!
There's no or. I definitely do not want you to push me. Why you gotta be like that? How would you feel if I pushed you? And then she's like, well, I can fly. He's like, damn it. How about you, man? Look into the distance. Oh, that weird, like, cathedral thing over there? The wind feels nice. It's hard to believe we're inside a mystery labyrinth.
Whoa!
One of these days, I'll have a concert on a stage this high, looking out over my adoring fans. Wow, I'm impressed that you're not afraid of heights. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What else is there? I don't see anything interactable. Look over the distance. Oh. Oh.
Hey, check it out!
I was thinking to myself, I'll just look over all the sides, I guess. Oh, that's too high. Wait.
Is that the how roots we were looking for?
Oh, weird.
We're so high up. When did this happen?
Is this the how? Oh, wait. So each of these things lead to, I guess the distance is where the goal is?
Master, look over there!
I'm guessing that's like where the end line is?
What's that? It doesn't seem connected to anything else.
Which means that could be the Who location.
So the true culprit is over there then? But how do we reach it? It's not connected to any other route.
Yeah.
What, are you freezing up? Scared of heights or something?
I am.
Oh, it's not that. About those 3 routes.
Hmm. Are you drawing it?
A pen? You carry that around with you all the time?
Well, yeah. It helps when I want to write down girls' measurements and stuff. After all, if their things isn't 86, 65, 86, it's not for me.
Of course. Who knows when I'll be asked for my autograph?
Similar thing. And I know everyone's like, wait, V, that's very specific numbers. I just made that crap up. So I don't really know much about that kind of thing. I'm not even like making a bit. I just know because, actually even go further, not only did I made it up, but the other day I played this one visit of a game called Stella Deus. And it's interesting because in the instruction manual, there's a paper where it says like the characters, and for some reason all the female characters have BWH, which I legitimately don't know what that means. But I asked my friend, and it's like, oh, it's like the measurements for a girl. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm assuming that's right. I don't know what legitimately 86 or whatever the number is, or what that testifies to. May not ever know. So that's the bit for that joke.
Done. Isn't
Wow,
it
you
perfect?
did it really well.
I'm just as good at drawing maps as I am at remembering a pretty face.
That's very annoying.
This is the how routes when seen from above, right? What about it?
It kind of looks like they all connect to one.
Well, this is a dungeon, right? So maybe there's some
Well, duh,
secret
I
paths
guess.
in here.
Yes, they all do lead to one because that. Oh, I guess that was a really dumb thing I said. Of course, they all connect to one. They all lead to that one. Sure.
Secret paths?
See? If you look at it this way, doesn't it all seem like the same road?
Yeah.
You're right. The 3 how routes are connected into a single route all the way to the who room. Wait, all 3 are connected?
Well, yeah, right? Because the same reason how this led to this must have. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait. All 3 of them are connected.
That's it! I think I've got it! That's the hidden truth behind the how route. There's only one explanation for how the victim could have been poisoned.
What? Seriously?
Think so. But. Oh man, it's. I feel like I'm. I feel like I'm onto something, but. They all are connected, yeah. So. How poison was brought in, how what was the third one? How the poison was brought in, how they selected it. I can't remember the third one, but all those 3 are connected. Well, it's not random. Well, yeah, so it's not random. That means that it is by one culprit's like plan. The culprit planned all 3 of these, but I feel like I'm missing something.
Not bad. You finally made yourself useful.
Yay! Shinigami complimented me! I love you, Shinigami! Wasn't I a good boy?
Ugh.
I deserve a treat, right?
Down, boy.
If you think you've got this, I'll back you up. Lay it all out.
I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue. What am I missing? Why is this? It's like something's in my brain being like, there's something else that I'm missing. I'm overlooking something. Oh, it's so frustrating. No, not this. I hate the damn barrel Shinigami thing. I don't care if we get to see her in a swimsuit. Well, it's gonna probably point out maybe the thing that I'm missing. I hate this beach puzzle. I hate this one. Hate's a strong word. I very strongly dislike this one. Yeah. Alright, what do I got for letters? What the heck? I don't know what those things are. ACCO. The only way the crime was possible is having an ACCO.
Twirling, twirling, twirling.
TE. AC. Wait.
You can do it, faster.
What? Wait. How would it, if each one's 2? See,
Tick tock, tick tock.
is there a? I know I saw MP. Is there LI? Is it? Hold on. It's accomplice. It's gotta be accomplice. AC. I gotta really not mess up my spinning. Where's CO? How do I fast forward? Is there a fast forward button? There isn't, is there? Frick me.
Go, go, go.
M. I know I saw LI. There. I thought it was LT at first. That's why I was like tricking out. It was accomplice, so there was more than one person. What our viewers are just like, were you just like saying the letters in your head? Yeah, I was trying to like spit it in my head. I was like, what are the words? Kaplanati. So there was more than one person. That's how. Okay. So that's why it was weird to me. So there was 2 people. So it's just like the... I already read warning on this. But it's just like the first one. There were 2 people responsible for this. It wasn't just one murderer.
That's right, accomplices. The truth of this case is that Yoshiko, Waruna, and Kurane...
Wait, all 3 worked together?
And committed this crime together.
Wait, all 3 of them did it? Yo, wait, no, it makes sense. This is what's tripping me up. Because I just said it earlier. Every time I thought it was one person, it was always just that one little thing that made it sound it was someone else. And it makes sense now. If all of them worked together on it, wow, that's wild. If all of them worked together on it, they could cover each other's backs. Like, what if it was one of those things where, I don't know who created the plan, but yeah, Kurane could like direct the spotlight, and maybe Yoshiko could have gotten the paintbrush, and maybe Waruna's thing, because I was against the idea that it was Waruna, but maybe it was Waruna to like get make sure Karen wasn't suspicious by like doing the play. I don't know if that's the case. I'm just spitfiring, so I hope viewers understand like my mentality here. But I thought when it first did accomplice, I was like, oh, so yeah, it makes sense now. There's one other person, because it felt ridiculously hard for one person to do all this. That's why I was wondering. But when they said accomplice, I was like, fine. But Yuma just kind of threw out accomplices. I didn't think at all it was all 3. I was kind of right. Okay, I wasn't 100% right, but okay, it makes sense. So that meant, yeah, it was all 3 that worked to get, of course. Why? Oh god, it makes so much sense. Dude, I hate me. Why? Wrong thing. Why would I think it was just 1 or 2 people? Even Desahiko kind of threw me off a little bit, because he was like, well, which one of them cared the most? Why would it be one of them cared the most? All 3 of them cared the most. That's why they all had that photo. And the answer was right there, and I still stupidly didn't think about it. All of them cared about Aiko. All of them wanted revenge, but obviously one person alone could have killed Karen. Otherwise, it would be way too suspect. So they're probably like, all right, girls, 3 Musketeers style. All for one and one for all. For Aiko, or something like that. And it makes sense, because if you put the photo together, it's going to be all 3, and I bet you that's going to pop up at the end of this. It's going to merge all the damn those 3 solution keys together and show it. God, the answer was right there, and I didn't think about it.
Accomplices? But don't they hate each other's guts?
They probably do, but the enemy is a friend, right? They hate Karen, or because of what she did, than each other, I imagine.
It's the truth. I realized it once you drew this map, Desahiko. The 3 how routes that we explored were all dead ends.
Yes.
Each of them were suspects, but they were all ruled out because of certain details of the case.
Yes.
That makes sense. if we look at them separately, we get dead ends.
But if we get them connected, that's what led to it. And I was literally about to get confused, and I can see myself now. Just like a couple minutes ago, I was talking about how, like, oh yeah, one culprit did it. But there's no way one person can do all three of these things. There was no feasible way. And to somehow, my brain, I deep down, I guess my subconscious was like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But my brain was thinking, like, maybe there was something I missed or I overlooked. But this makes way more sense thinking about it in this aspect.
But by connecting all three routes like this, and looking at it as a single criminal act, it clearly becomes one path forward.
Yes.
They were accomplices that committed a single crime.
This murder would have been impossible to commit alone. We figured that out during the How route. But if the three of them worked together, they could make it possible.
The heck is this?
Huh? What's this?
Pickaxe?
I guess we're supposed to break the wall?
What wall?
Sounds like fun! I'm in!
It's all thanks to my help, don't you think? And don't you forget it.
You're the one who's going to forget it.
Yeah, you will, at the end of this. Because unfortunately, that's the cost of coalescence. He's just like, well then let me just, like, I don't know, cop a feel or two so I don't forget the feeling. Like, no, and gross perfect.
Anyway, let's check it out. We have to make sure we're on the right track.
I think I am on the right track. Next up is... Well, I know Dragon Quest. I'm not gonna do this. Plus, I play Hero in Smash Bros. I'm not gonna do Kamikaze. Although I guess we can't say that because copyright issues, so... I'm betting Zoom. But I am curious of what happens if I chose Kamikaze. You think I would have blown up? Maybe I should have done it just for the sake of content. That was a content move. Damn it.
By separating the hows, the three of them divided up the tasks that needed to be done to pull off the murder.
Oh man, it was all three. Could have just been one. Doesn't have to be Yoshiko and Warna, because I kind of like... Actually, I like all three of them. I know I've been giving a lot of praise for Yoshiko, but to be fair, all three of them are cute. Oh, great. I'm turning into Desahiko.
Don't you think so, Yuma?
Yeah, I think it's the only way.
Not again. Ugh, whatever.
Huh? You sure sound confident.
I just got decapitated. That's not confidence. How did the three together work together to pull off an impossible
And
crime?
now, there's a new problem to solve. We have to expose the secret behind their complicity.
Yeah, so we need to figure out how all three of them did.
How exactly they cooperated together, and the timeline of the crime.
Got it.
Yeah, sorry. Just give me a second. My neck feels sore.
The timeline, huh? Then the first thing to discuss is...
So we need to figure out, of those three routes, which was the starting one. Which, I'm trying to remember. Was it red or yellow? It has to be red, right? Because, yeah, duh, it's the red one. How, look, ugh, come on, V, I'm better than this. I know I haven't been playing this game for a good minute, but I can't be this rusty. If we're doing it based off timeline, then it should be which order happened first, which is how the damn poison was brought into the theater hall. Duh. So that's what I'm going for first. Oh, right. This one.
How was the poison brought to the theater hall? You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm way confident now.
Let's start with the poison being brought to the theater hall.
Because otherwise the other two wouldn't make sense.
Their conspiring began with how was the poison brought to the theater hall.
It's a route we already explored to the very end, so let's blast through it!
Hey, wait!
Let's go! Yeah, we already figured that bad boy out. Oh, stop joking me!
The only person who could have brought the poison to the theater hall was Yoshiko, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the poison neutralizes after 30 minutes, so it had to be brought into the theater during the show.
And that was when Yoshiko did that kind of sneak thing on the side there.
As the production assistant, only Yoshiko could have done it. Looking back, the reason they chose poison as the murder weapon was to establish an alibi.
Yep.
The poison was only active for 30 minutes, which gave the other girls an alibi.
Yoshiko went to the lab for the poison as soon as the performance began. She had the extra glass hidden in her bag, and after she brushed poison onto it, she put it back in her bag and returned to her seat in the front row as if nothing happened.
Yes.
The problem is, what happened next?
Ooh. But yeah, again, each of those routes, for anyone wondering, it kind of, well, I'm trying to think about how it could be Warna. I might need a reminder on that one. But how the poison was chosen, yeah, Kurone could have, like, guided it with, like, the light, with the spotlight thingy. And yeah, we just talked about how Yoshiko's done it. I'm trying to figure out how Warna could have done the blue one.
We're
Oh wait, I remember. I think I know how.
Master.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I gotta do? Stop! What did Yoshiko do with the poison glass after bringing it? It had to be Warna. Because it had to be Warna. Warna arranged the things, right? Yeah! That's why. Well, for starters, it wasn't Karan, because Karan died. And Kurone was up in the spotlight, and there was no way Kurone could move past that one girl who was like, no, she was just kind of up there chilling. So it had to be Warna. She was the only one. Yeah. Now we get to Warna's section.
Isn't this the how was the poison mixed into the glass root? Wow, it really connected.
All right, let's keep going and reach the truth.
Whoa!
You don't have to pull. I'm running.
Hey, you said Yoshiko handed the poison glass over to Waruna, but Waruna was performing on stage, right? How could she receive the glass while on stage?
The only time I can think of is when they
Blackout.
turned off the lights.
Yup. During that blackout, she might have arranged to put the glasses there.
Yoshiko sat on the right edge of the front row close to the wings, where the actors enter and exit from scenes. She probably stood up when the lights went out and left the poisoned glass near the right wing. Even if she couldn't get on stage, she could at least do that within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Then, Warna picked up the glass and hid it under her costume. The costume check happens before the performance, so she got around that by receiving the cup during the performance.
I see. No one would think it'd be weird if she had a glass, because it was the play.
I see. So they passed the baton during the 5 seconds the lights were out.
That's why the blackout was so crucial, too.
The two of them must have rehearsed it as much as the rest of the play.
And on another note, these two girls, yeah, they've been on that stage for God knows how long. They probably knew the ins and outs. So even if it was a blackout, I bet it was a blackout for longer. He would still, or they would still know how to, like, I guess, put where the item is or feel out where the stage's layout is and everything, right?
But what happened after that? Suppose Waruna did get the poison glass. How did she swap it with the real glass while the play was still ongoing?
A few moments after the blackout, there's a scene where Warna approaches the shelf.
You probably switched the glasses then.
It only lasts 2 or 3 seconds, but Warna's hands on the shelf are completely hidden from the audience. At that moment, Warna could have switched out the original glass with the poisoned one.
So they used the play itself for their seemingly impossible crime. Talk about guts. This is something only thespians could pull off.
Also, didn't that one girl say that there was a glass that was still missing from the pack of glasses?
Shinigami? Isn't there a safer way down?
Master, hurry up and break this one down too.
Alright, what am I doing? You don't have to do that every time! How was the poison glass chosen? With the spotlight. Kurone guided it to it. It was that. No, just that. And that's how Kurone got her hands on this.
Alright, we got this one too.
Only a bit more. Let's keep going.
This is so convoluted.
Wait, can't we take a break?
Can't believe this. I love Ed just stammered by it.
This is the final one. It's the how was the poison glass chosen bit.
From here, it's exactly as we solved it before. Kurone told Karen beforehand to take the glass the spotlight hits first. And then, after confirming the poisoned glass from the catwalk above, the spotlight was pointed directly at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the method behind the murder weapon.
Method? Sounds more like madness.
this mystery. We've almost reached the truth.
You know what gets me too? All of them kind of assumed each other. Well, some more than others, but think of it like this. If you were working with multiple others, you would normally act... Okay, I think we're gonna get to a stopping point, right? I think I know how to better explain this.
Terrible.
Huh? Why?
Because I haven't gotten Shinigami to fall for me yet.
That's not gonna happen, even if you stayed here for 100 years. In fact, I basically hate your guts.
Damn.
You know, beyond the hate, there could be love.
I mean, after all, everyone knows that underneath all the crap in Pandora's box, there lies hope.
It's nice trying, like traveling the globe. You and I can go in opposite directions, but eventually, we'll meet.
That's a stretch.
Said it.
I feel sick.
This is the last wall.
Let's get it over with. Who murdered Karen?
Master, are you ready? Let's solve this thing.
Right.
Yeah. Damn you, game. It was all three of them. And you know what else? To explain that, what I was talking about during that cutscene. You know what makes even more sense? That they were all bashing on each other. Like, it felt like sometimes they were attacking one more specifically, like when I was playing as Yoshiko, and how they acted a little dodgy, or they kind of felt like it was that person instead, or how they gave crap to Kurone or Warna. I think they did it because if they acted nicer or differently, or better yet, if they acted it toward... Man, I'm not good at explaining this. Please understand. Say, remember when I dressed up as Yoshiko, right? And I talked to Warna and Kurone. How, for whatever reason, they both assumed that there was something with Yoshiko, right? Then I went as Warna. That Yoshiko was like, I told you not to talk to me. And then Kurone was like, I know what you did, things like that. And then when it's Kurone, well, clearly they really didn't want to, like, mess with me. But what if that was an act, right? If all three acted in unison to hate each other, more or less equally, it would throw off suspicion. Because, say, for example, if you and I, viewers, and let's say a third person, were like whoever, right? Like, say I was Yoshiko. No, let's say I was like Kurone. Let's say you guys were Warren and someone was Yoshiko, right? If the police or whatever, detectives or whatever are on our butts, we would be like, oh, well, I think it was that person. But if you keep saying it was that person to lead to this person, to lead to this person over and over, eventually, then you're going to get confused and you're like, well, then whatever. We don't have any conclusive evidence. Especially how they work together. It throws off suspicion. I mean, yeah, there's an explanation, there's a circumstance where it could just be like, someone would be like, oh, screw it, it's all of you guys, but what is the likeliness it's going to be that law enforcement or detectives are going to be like, it was probably all three. So, frick you, game. Very brilliant, but screw you. Oh, green, huh?
Yes, it fell.
And behind that door is the Who Room. We finally made it.
Wait, they're the Who's?
It's time to end this, Master.
Yeah. Oh. I just thought about something. I got so excited, like, getting these answers thrown at me. I should probably say real quick. These answers thrown at me that I just realized something very crucial. That means we're gonna have to reap 3 souls. But at the same time, if we don't, we're doomed, as is Kurumi, so we don't have a choice. Man, this is gonna be awkward as frick. This is gonna be terrible as frick. No, flip me, man. This is chapter 2, and we're already doing this? What's gonna happen in the next chapters? Oh, this game. I love it. I'm getting even more engrossed by every episode, but my goodness. This is gonna be terrible. But it was all 3, huh? Alright. Gotta do it for Kurumi's sake.
Looks like all the culprits are here. But there.
I got to fight all 3 of them again in a round battle or whatever.
Why do they look so sad?
How boring. You call yourselves the final bosses of the Mystery Labyrinth?
I don't think they really wanted to kill Karen, though. I bet you Yuma's gonna say that because he's a kind person, but I bet all the money I got that they didn't want to kill Karen, but I mean, Aiko died, and they loved Aiko, I bet. Had to be done, I would imagine.
Then start acting like it. Might as well guard the truth till the end at this point.
There.
Yeah. Why Yuma looks like that, too. This is terrible. I get it, but this is terrible. I don't honestly know if I could do that. I have to because of the game, but I don't know if I could do this. I understand, but I mean, at this rate, if we don't, Kurumi's done for, as are ourselves. I really can't stand Martina, but oh man. Oh, I gotta do the Shinigami dash thing, the big Shinigami thing. And I don't remember the controls, so whatever. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Whatever. Don't remind me. Yeah, God Shinigami. Whatever. Let's go.
Let's do this, Master.
Tell me what the buttons are.
No. Stop! No, there weren't any accomplices! Neither Marna or Kurine!
Shut up.
Stop! There's no reason for us to team up!
A reason for us to team up. Destroy the wall, the solution key. A poison thought to be used in Karen's murder. Bottle has a label that says the chemical react in oxygen in open air. Chemical react. Oh, I just read that twice. Rendering it harmless 30 minutes after the bottle is concealed. Photo of Yoshiko and. Oh, it's probably this. A photo of Yoshiko and Aiko. It appears two of them were cut off from a larger photo. Yuma noticed Yoshiko walking down the aisle between audience seating during the performance. However, he didn't see if she sat back down. She wasn't in the audience, he doesn't know where else she could have gone. According to the production manager, Yoshiko typically watches plays beginning to end, but for this performance she arrived late to the theater hall, sat at the right edge of the front row, and didn't leave before the blackout. I'm pretty sure it's gotta be this. Like, I think that's enough motivation I was just talking about earlier.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
It's a strong freaking sight.
You did it, Master!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing my motivation for this.
Let's do it, Master! Shut up! Don't come any closer! I did it all alone! I don't know about the others.
They're protecting each
Don't
other.
come any closer! There's nothing connecting us!
Another key I gotta use. Orna's actions. Kurumi. It better not do this for Kurine. Is it gonna be all of them the two-shot thing? I should read it. I said I was gonna read them all. Kurumi testified that from the wing, she did not see anything suspicious about Warna, who was listening to music to concentrate until the performance began. As far as Kurumi knows, Warna did not go anywhere near the glasses or bottle before the performance. Right after the scene with the lights went out, Warna approached the shelf to take a plate. Her back was turned to the audience, so her hands were not visible for about 2 or 3 seconds. Would it really be possible to pour poison she had hidden on her person in that time frame? Karen transported the glasses and bottle and prepared the poison vial. After shuffling the glasses, she was the first to pick one. Considering these details, it would be difficult for Warren to have intentionally poisoned Karen, but we all know the real case of that. The shuffling of the glasses was done by Warna, then Karen. The script contains these instructions. Anna totally shuffles glasses. Note, make sure the audience cannot see the glasses. This presentation makes the result feel unpredictable to the audience. If the glasses were in plain sight, no matter how fast they were shuffled, it would be easy for the audience to tell which had the poison. The script notes to shuffle the glasses a few times, but does not direct which one to take. Because of this, one can tell that neither Karen nor Warna knew the results of the shuffling. However, both members of the lighting crew could see how the glasses were being shuffled from the catwalk above. After the shuffling was done, Kurine shined a spotlight on one of the glasses, and an underclassman overlapped that light with another. If it's this, and I'm gonna have to do it again because Karne talks and it ends up popping out, then this is breaking my heart because that's... I don't like when I'm right like this. I'm getting emotional again. Even though I literally just said that I need to throw my emotions out.
You're wrong.
I hate this.
Come on.
I'm not liking this.
You did it! Great job!
That's right.
And even Yuma knows it too. The truth hurts, man.
Shut up!
Don't.
Go away!
Yeah, that's Karne's voice.
Stop telling lies! Please, leave me
Stop
alone!
telling beautiful lies.
Shut up! We have nothing to do with each other!
Please don't do the photo. Please don't do the photo. Please. There's anime gods. Don't. No! It's all of them. Oh, I was right. It's because they all loved Aiko. But they all murdered Karen together with this stupid plan. There are multiple spotlights for the stage on the catwalk. On the catwalk, the table directly below can be seen. Although the audience can't see the shuffling of the glasses, it can be seen from the catwalk. The water gun that looks like a real gun. There's a hole for adding water on top. I don't know why this is important. I guess technically they just throw information in ever, and yeah, get as much as possible. But I kind of thought for a minute, episodes ago, that this was gonna be relevant in something, but whatever. It's the Karne photo, isn't it?
You're wrong. Huh? Come on.
Yeah.
What's going on here? I thought they hated each other.
They all loved each other.
That probably isn't true.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
If you put together the 3 photos they each have,
What? So they're all in the same picture?
that's the truth.
I hate this. I hate it, man. I hate it. And what's worse is that I know one of you viewers said something. I know one of you guys did. I know the minute I was like, oh, they're all split. They're probably part of a bigger photo. And I know one of you guys is going to kind of be like, well, he said he's not going to get emotional. Well, too late for that. Damn it, man.
No need for mercy. Let's do this, Master!
No need for mercy? Alright, it's like you're making fun of me now.
No! No!
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Stay away!
I can't.
Stop messing with me!
Sorry.
Oh no! Stop!
Ooh, almost pressed the wrong button.
Stop! Stop it! Get away from me! Please! Go away! There is no bond between us!
And let me guess, I gotta use the group photo key I just got to do it, don't I? The one that I just... There's no bond between us, huh? Everyone's smiling happily. This game... Chapter 2. And I don't even have any words, man. I'm just gonna play the game. I'm gonna play the game.
This is the truth of the case.
This was way worse than the Nailman one. The Nailman one, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm on it. Screw it. Yeah, they deserve it. I don't feel bad at all. The Chapter 2 hit. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it hurts.
This is just a guess, but you 3 weren't actually on bad terms with each other, were you? In fact, it was all an act to get revenge for Aiko. You all cherished the same picture with her.
Well, it took a second for those photos to render, but
It was originally a single photo of you all together, with Aiko in the middle. You were all close friends.
And when you connect the pictures together...
Yeah. Makes one big ol' photo showing the truth. You know what else? Somehow, I guess I didn't think about it. If you combined all 3 photos, I bet money, if I had a whole photo of all of them, I would have immediately come to the conclusion that it had to be all 3. But each of them had split ones and threw me off. We had this specific photo episodes ago. It would have told us all the answers.
Everyone is there, smiling. So, why?
It's a Karen, right?
Come on, we've got work to do before you get all sappy. Let's go. One more push and we'll be done with this labyrinth.
Can we not do this? I don't want to do this. Actually, legitimately, I'm not. I don't want to do this. I'm getting emotional. But
What would a hero do?
and I know too, right? Because someone's like, you have to do it for Kurumi, but would Kurumi want? I mean, yeah, she probably wants the truth, but if we do this, we're basically eating this. We're killing these 3 girls.
A real defender of justice would defeat evil here and now and be done with it. But I'm no hero. All I want is the truth. And the truth is right here. So why go any further? Will solving this mystery really make anyone happy?
Master, do you sympathize with them?
Wow, I actually cut deep, man. I'm got cut deep with that one.
That's not something a detective should do. Your job is to solve mysteries, isn't it? If so, you have to expose the truth. You have to prove it in a way anyone can understand and anyone can see. Detectives aren't defenders of justice, they're defenders of truth.
Defenders of truth.
A detective must never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed. A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
You're saying the creed of the World Detective Organization, right? We don't have a choice. We have to.
It's easier said than done. Yuma, if you can't do it, I can take your place.
No, I'll do it.
It has to be me. I'm the one who did this. And if I don't, then...
I'll take responsibility. I'll see this through.
This is chapter 2. I've never been least motivated to beat this. Being a detective is hard. But, alright. Deduction, denouement. We have to. We have to. We just have to. I was gonna tell myself we have to. It's gonna hurt. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this again. People from the top one last time. Okay, Etheria Academy bed. Karen and Aiko argue. Karen shoved Aiko. Oh, it was an accident? Oh, great. Even worse. Made me feel even more worse. Karen, yeah, they did say it was that, but I was expecting it to at least make me feel a slight bit better. Because I didn't want to think these girls were murderers, obviously. I never would want that. But if it had to be, I at least want to think that maybe their personality switched, they were evil. But now you're telling me it's accident. Alright. Aiko stepped to the fire bed. What weapon did Karen use? I wouldn't even say what weapon she used. Because from the looks of it... Alright, where's the brick? Here we go. Well, I mean... Oh, okay, it was an accident. Karin sneaked up behind, breaking hand, and attacked her. Oh, okay. Well, the way it looked like that, I thought it was like, oh, she tripped and fell. But then that... man, my emotions were just blinding me. Alright, I need to stop being like this. I need to focus. Okay, so they had an argument. He pushed her. She stepped on a flower bed. From this angle, I hope people understand my confusion, because I thought for sure Karin, like, pushed her and she tripped and fell, but then it was clashed with the whole Karin did this, so whatever. Karin beat her with the brick, killed Aiko. Thanks. Next page. Okay, replacing the brick, Karin began to fake Aiko's death. She ran off with Aiko's shoes to the rooftop. Corpse is located from the rooftop. Karin looked down from the rooftop. What was Aiko's cause of death disguised as? It was... How do I... Oh, X. It was disguised as... None of these. Wait, what? Oh, I have to solve things to get the keys. Okay, I'll come back to it. Next page then. Let's see. I'll come back to it. I'll read it in a second. Yoshiko leaves during the performance. Where was Yoshiko headed? Still not, huh? Okay, I need to solve that one first. What did Yoshiko apply to glasses? Do I have that one? I don't think I have that one either. Okay, so I gotta solve the ones necessary. What's this one? What did Warner do? That's something, right? Swap the glasses. Okay, so now I have keys, right? So now I can go back, do this. What was Aiko's cause of death? Suicide by jumping. There we go. Karin disguised it, make it look like Aiko jumped to her death. Unfortunately, she didn't notice that the girls... I don't know if it was all of them or one of them, but one of them definitely noticed for sure. Or that none of them... No, must have noticed. Regardless, yeah, she faked it to cover her own butt. Alright, now we're at the theater before the performance began. Yoshiko, Warner, and Kurenai get into position, ready to enact their plan. Karin does the greeting. During that moment, Yoshiko left during the performance. Where was Yoshiko headed? Yoshiko was headed to the lab. She was headed to the chemistry lab. What did Yoshiko apply to the glass? She applied the poison. He used the wet paintbrush to apply that poison to the wine glass. She snuck back during that moment. With it ready, she went back to the theater and just waited for the scene. Like normal, so we wouldn't think otherwise. Alright, 30 minutes in. The stage goes dark during the blackout. Because of what we saw earlier with Yuma's explanation, Yoshiko was able to know where to go, stealthily place the poison glass on stage. Now that I think about it, I think I do remember a scene where Warna did crouch over, but I guess I just didn't think of it at the time. And of course, it could have been only during this interval. So, also, good on you for not touching the poison, but whatever. Warna took the poison glass and hid it in her dress. Her costume. Because her back was turned to us, and even it said in the script, make sure your hands can't be seen so we wouldn't think otherwise. Freaking clever. But regardless, Warna went to the table, switched the glasses, as you can see there. She swapped the glasses. The only person that could see it from up top was Kurenai. But of course, the other girl didn't see that circumstance, because of course she had the glasses switched in. So, technically I guess if the other girl was a little bit more vigilant, she might have seen something was suspect, but I guess she just wasn't paying attention, so whatever. Kurenai saw the scene from above. Karin brought the bottle and the glasses in. She lined them up as normal. She poured the wine in the glasses. That wine, of course, is just juice, but it had the poison from the lab that Yoshiko did applied to it. Warna shuffled the glasses. Karin shuffled the glasses. Kurenai watched from the catwalk. What did Kurenai use to guide the poison? She used... Where are you? The spotlight. With it, as evident by the script, it was like, make sure Karin chooses this glass the first spotlight, or the spotlight hits first. So once again, Kurane keeps track of the poison glass from above because from the catwalk, only she can see where it is. Which also, again, not to give you props, but good on you, Kurane, because if you like blinked or messed up once, the whole thing could have been thrown to the water. So like it would have been bad and Warner would have been poisoned. Your whole plan would have been done. But yeah, she kept the spotlight pointing at the glasses. Info? Okay. The first glass hit by the spotlight is the poisoned one, as per the script. Oh, not the middle one? Okay. The second glass is lit by the spotlight as ordinary. So you viewers already know this, of course. Karen took the poison glass. She drinks it. Warner drinks it. Of course, Karen gets poisoned, writhing in pain. Why did Karen take the poison glass? Because of the script. That specifically said Karen needs to take this one. Karen was just following it according to the script. So following the script notes, Karen took the poison glass, and, well, you already know the aftermath of that. Warner's pictured, Yoshiko's pictured, Kurene's pictured. For whom did the trio commit the crime? It was revenge. Revenge for what Karen did because of the argument Karen and Aiko did. All of them did murder. All of them enacted this terrible, truly despicable plan, but solely for the reason of avenging Aiko. That's how it played out. I don't feel good, but I guess I don't have a choice. Oh, boy.
Step right up! Step right up!
At least this music's hype.
That struck an academy stage. The death of a high school girl casting a shadow over 4 bickering theater club members. Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
Oh, that's how you say it? Denouement?
This case begins with Aiko's death 6 months ago. Aiko was thought to have committed suicide by jumping off the roof. But in truth, Kaden murdered her.
The shoes left on the roof had dirt on them from the flower bed at the crime scene. The bloodstains on the bricks were also unnatural, and it was obvious that an amateur had faked it.
If it wasn't a suicide, it would contradict Kaden's testimony. However, she didn't originally intend to kill Aiko. It was a crime of passion.
Still stupid. Keep your anger in check, Karen.
So they got into an argument, Kaden saw red, then boom?
Yeah. He boom killed her.
Women are so scary.
Yoshiko, Waruna, and Kurane probably realized the truth behind what happened.
Still don't quite know. Maybe I'm missing something, but how did they know? I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense, because all of a sudden Karen popped up as #1, like the main lead, and Aiko just conveniently died. They probably either figured it out immediately, or again, similar to a crime of passion, they're like, well, we don't know how it happened, but we know Aiko wouldn't kill herself. You conveniently fit the bill, so you gotta go.
The three teamed up to avenge Aiko. They used the dress rehearsal to commit this crime.
Regardless of the reason, getting together to plan a murder is pretty crazy.
Yeah, telling me.
Yoshiko in the audience was to bring the poisoned glass into the theater hall.
Once unsealed, the poison is harmless after 30 minutes. So, she went to the lab 15 minutes after the play began.
The poison container is too big to transport unnoticed, so she applied it to the glass in her bag with a paintbrush.
Thus, the poison glass was created. She brought it back to the theater hall, then went on standby at the right end of the front row.
My question is, with that poison in the bag, did she have a means of containing it? Because I could see, well, I guess technically it was just applied with the liquid, so otherwise... Well, no, I'm right on this. If she applied the poison to it, wouldn't that poison also get on the remnants inside her bag? Unless she threw the bag out or something.
Waruna, who was acting on stage, was to switch out the poisoned glass.
During the 5-second blackout 30 minutes into the play, Yoshiko placed the poison glass in the wings. Waruna, on stage, retrieved it and hid it under her costume.
Then, in the scene where she approaches the shelf, she exchanged the glass there with the poisoned one.
Pitching in the murder weapon on stage while everyone is watching? What a pervy exhibitionist!
What?
What's perverted about that?
That was not the time for that.
And Kurene, on the lights, would guide Karen to take the poisoned glass.
Then came the duel of poison cups. The two glasses on the shelf had juice poured into them. Karen and Warner shuffled them in a way the audience couldn't see.
But Kurene, who was on the catwalk directly above the stage, saw exactly which glass held the poison. She confirmed the location of the poisoned glass and shone the spotlight on it first.
Karen drank from that glass 45 minutes after the start of the play.
Yeah.
Winner, winner! Poisoning complete! That was so long! Good job!
Kurene told Karen of a change in stage direction, where the victim was to take the glass the spotlight hits first.
Betcha it wasn't even supposed to be that at first. It was probably supposed to be just choose a glass or whatever, but had to make certain, otherwise Warner would get the bullet or the
Karen
poison.
followed this instruction to take the poisoned one.
What happened?
The whole
Oh.
sequence of events for this crime would have been impossible for a single person. Their cooperation was also a means to conceal their involvement. But I can't shake the feeling that there was some other reason behind it.
For Aiko.
A crime committed by ruthless criminals. Those loathsome culprits are... Yoshiko! Waruna! Kurame! It was you! Wait, what?
They may have pretended to always be at odds with one another, but deep down, they were bonded through their shared admiration for Aiko.
Party pooper? That's exactly the look that Shinigami gave him. I understand, but God, it hurts so much. But I guess... Actually, no, I can't say understand. I get it, but I don't quite comprehend, because how painful would it be if someone you love died like that? Oh boy. See red like that. Create a plan like that to avenge someone.
Was there really no other way? Was there no way to prove Karen did this without killing her?
That's not possible. Not in Kanai Ward. The Peacekeepers bend the truth whichever way they want to. The three girls couldn't get justice from them.
Oh, it makes sense now too that they had no choice but to take the law into their hands, because the Peacekeepers are absolute trash. They are so disrespectful. Like, oh, I completely forgot about that. If they did their job, like, actually, they weren't this corrupt, twisted police force, then yeah, Karen still did it. Like, we can't stop that, sure. But it would have gone to such a crazy escalation.
Which led to this crime.
God, I never hated a group of enemies this much. Good on you, game. Because I gotta say, I'm not saying, and I know someone's gonna be like, wow, you're giving props to Peacekeepers? I'm giving props because it's motivation for us to want to take them down. We can easily throw a bad guy, like everyone can always throw a Bowser or a Ganondorf or all those cliche villains, but the really compelling antagonists or bad people, or the opposition, we'll say in this case, foil or whatever what term you want to give, it has to have good reasoning behind it. We can't just throw like, oh, I hate you, so you have to take me down. You have to give us reason to engage with the thought of why. Like, why should we take you down? Why do we have to do this? It can't just be just to protect the world or get the girl or to be famous. It has to be a reason why we have to take you down. And we can't just have a person just be all evil for the sake of evil. There is no just... Well, I mean, there might be just pure evil, but evil with intent, that's the thing that's just most engaging. So, Peacekeepers, you got it. I've played quite a few games, and it's been a minute that I've hated some groups. Well, again, hate's a strong word, but I despise a group so much, I've never been more adamant about trying to see this through. but damn it, it's gonna hurt every step of the way.
But it doesn't make it right! How long did you put on an act for this?
Aiko was our sunlight.
About to cry.
Wherever she went, we were meant to be there with her. She was everything to us. We were together ever since we were young. Her dream was our dream. We were nothing special. But she called us her rivals. Those words encouraged us to carry on. But now she's gone. Everything's hopeless now. The three of us investigated Aiko's death. I used my parents' connections to view top-secret case files. But no matter what we did, the Peacekeepers refused to reopen the case. Because Karen's father is a big shot at Amaterasu Corporation.
He had such protection. I completely forgot about her dad.
That's why we had to do it ourselves. We wanted revenge.
Completely forgot her father was that powerful. I just knew her father was like an elite, but I guess I just lost the thought. And now it makes another thought of if her father found out, of course, her dad would be like, "It's okay, baby girl. I shall protect you with my vast connections and power." And Karen could just get out of it scot-free. And again, Karen probably, well, not probably. I know Karen didn't want to kill her, just made a really dumb move that cost her life, but damn it, man.
Revenge became everything for us.
And to get it, we pretended to fight amongst ourselves. We are actors, after all.
But we don't have to anymore, right? We don't have to keep this up. We put on quite a show. Didn't we, Aiko?
This leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Then again, most cases do.
You have no idea what's about to happen, and you probably are never going to.
But that's the end. We can finally return to the real world. I hope the girls open up like that in the real world too.
No, I don't think they can.
Huh? Why is that?
You're not gonna remember this.
Oh, also, where's Shinigami?
Right here.
Well, what do you think? Did you fall in love with me? I know you did. You must have, yeah?
I already told you. I will never fall for you. You are seriously getting on my nerves.
Can we make a deal? I know what you're probably gonna do, but can you take Desahiko instead? I know somebody's like, what do you mean? Desahiko gets better or something. It's like, I know, but... I know.
You're annoying and exhausting.
Desuhiko?
Did you think I was serious?
Ooh. Wow. I can hear the cracks of his heart.
I was just testing the bond between you two.
Our bond? It's more like a curse, at least to me.
Me too, man.
Right. I was just testing. I wasn't serious at all.
Yo, is someone breaking glass outside? Why do I keep hearing, like, something shattering? Oh, that was Desahiko's heart. Got it. Okay.
I didn't get rejected, okay? I didn't.
All right.
Okay.
Just calm down.
Thanks, dude.
Anyway, let's do it.
There are plenty of fish in the sea, and trust me, this catch, I don't know if you want to keep.
Time to exterminate the souls of the true culprits and destroy the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, Shinigami, do we really have to do this?
Yeah, like, Please tell me there's an alternative.
I mean,
They're murderers. The reason why doesn't matter. I make my living reaping the souls of criminals. Because I'm Shinigami.
And I can't stop it, can I?
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth.
She has wings? I don't remember her having wings, or maybe I'm just distraught.
Crystal glorious stellar spiral.
I hate this town. This is a terrible town. I don't know what's worth between this place or Gotham. Like, I think it's literally just both bad. I don't know if someone would be like, you have to choose one of these two places. I think I would just jump into a river and just let it be the end, man. I don't know if I could. I really don't know which place is worse between Kanai War and Gotham. Alright, we're back.
When did you... Huh? What the... Wait, what just happened?
hold on, let's all
Oh,
calm
yeah, I forgot
down.
about that. Yep.
What? What's going on?
I knew it.
Oh.
The evil murderers have been expunged once again! Oh, right. There's still one more job I gotta do.
You gonna possess one of them?
Excuse me, everyone. The culprits behind this incident were Waruna, Kurne, and myself. All three of us conspired to poison Cotton. The way we got her to ingest the poison was...
Convenient.
I don't know what you people have done, but next time it won't go your way. Remember that.
She probably had to back off because so many other, like, normal civilians saw this. Like, way too many to the point where they couldn't control it, I bet. Can we reap their souls?
Did you see that? She was staring at me the whole time. She's gotta be in love with me. Oh, fine. I guess she can keep the piece of my love as well. Hey, what's got you so down? All three of them just died out of nowhere. Nobody's to blame for that.
And remember, he wasn't gonna remember what happened in the Mystery Labyrinth, just like Halara. So, that's why he doesn't know the true weight of this.
There's no reason for either of us to feel guilty.
Probably better he doesn't.
Seems like all the memories from the Mystery Labyrinth are completely gone. Master, we're in the clear. All three of their deaths won't be your fault now.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Yuma!
Ooh!
Kurumi?
Thank you for saving me. I knew you'd come to the rescue.
You're welcome.
Anyway, are you alright? The peacekeepers didn't harm you, did they?
No, I'm fine.
Hey, Yuma? I don't want to get in the way of this tearful reunion, but maybe we should get out of here. It'll be trouble if the peacekeepers come back.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
fair point.
right. Let's leave then.
Catch around, Kurumi. I knew we were gonna save her. God, I can't. I mean, yeah, I know someone's gonna be like, well, think about it like this. If you didn't, another innocent person would suffer, V. And I know, I understand. It doesn't make it easier, but I understand. And that's probably what's helped me cope, even if it's the slightest bit. It's kind of like with last time with the whole, like, the boy wanting to be a detective because we reunited him and his dad. But it's way different because of this. It just hurts way differently. I'm not gonna be able to, like, sleep well after this episode.
I'll go on ahead to the agency and put in a good word for you. I don't really get how it all ended, but I have a hunch.
Knowing as you were, we wouldn't have gotten this far without you, Desahiko. I mean, hell, not only your disguise power, which is, like, ridiculously cool, but you figuring out those routes did kind of help plant the seed in my mind about, like, there was more to this, so... And you did technically help me before we got quote-unquote shot. You did try to take the bullet, in a way, so... Thank you, I suppose.
Yuma, you did all the work, right?
Huh?
Guess he's got good intuition.
He is a detective, somewhere, I guess.
Looks like I won't be calling you Rookie from here on out. Let's keep working together, my man. Mind your manners as you walk your girl home.
Not my girl.
Yuma?
Huh? What is it?
This tension. Don't tell me. Is this where they make babies?
This is so not the time. You not Shinigami. I'm... Okay.
Did something happen? You seem down.
She's out. She's pieced out. She's like, I don't want to see this vulgarness.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, Kurumi doesn't know too, huh?
although the case was solved, 3 lives were lost.
4, technically, if you really want to go back with Aiko.
Right. I didn't expect Yoshiko and the others too. Could it be that their deaths are related to your forte?
Oh, I guess technically. Oh, how are we gonna explain this?
What?
I mean, it's not really a forte, but it is Shinigami's role. And we don't, like, have the power to stop that, because this game really wants to break you emotionally.
Wow, we've got another sharp one. Master, I hope you know this, but if you say anything about our contract... Oh, sorry for saying something so strange.
Right.
I know I'm off, right?
Yeah, if we say anything and... it's basically a Wild Thornberries thing. You can't tell people. Break this freaking power, man.
Even if that were the case, you'd never tell me.
Wow.
Hey, Kurumi, there's somewhere I want to go. Will you come with me?
Huh? Sure, I guess.
I can't take all these jabs in the gut, man. I can't. Oh, people get, like, stressed from this game? Like, oh, holy. Frick that, man. I want to read that. Yeah, I want to read about a freaking meat bun. I feel like I could eat 1,000 of these apparently delicious meat buns. I feel like I still wouldn't have an upset stomach compared to this episode. Oh, my goodness. Alright, where are we taking her? Is it the roof? Oh, well, that wasn't the roof I was thinking. I was thinking more of the school one, but okay.
Wow, what a nice view! It's like a secret hideout. I didn't know that Kamasaki had a place like this.
Please, help me save this city.
Save this city, huh? I managed to save Kurumi by solving the case, but I killed those 3 girls. I'm responsible for their demise. If If I had let the peacekeepers deal with it, at least their deaths could have been prevented.
Yeah, but then Kurumi would have suffered.
What exactly did I even solve? It's not a true solution if we can't save everyone. What I gained in exchange for my memories isn't some convenient, mystery-solving tool. It's literally the power of a death god.
What are you musing about?
Do you mind? I'm trying to brew to myself, even though we're connected. Like, sometimes guy time's a thing, man. I need Yuma time. Yuma time? Yes, I need Yuma time.
You can't reclaim the past, and you're not gonna get your memories back either. In the end, you just have to accept it.
But if I get rid of you, don't I get my memories back?
Accept it?
Instead of believing in some vague thing like justice, just believe in the truth. They say there's only one truth, and there's only one type of person who can find their way to that truth. Detectives.
Even if I have to sacrifice others to find it, I should let so many people die for the truth?
Master, you keep going to extremes. It's part of why you're a greenhorn.
Where'd you pull the coffee from? It's a trade secret. Don't worry about it.
Seems like you still have much to learn under my guidance.
What is the truth? Why did I become a detective to seek it?
Yuma?
Huh? Oh, yes?
Can you girls leave me alone? I need Yuma time. What is Yuma time? Ugh, forget it. What's up?
I know I already said this, but thank you so much. You are exactly the kind of person I thought you were.
What do you mean by that?
You're my hero.
I'm no hero. I was just trying to expose the truth.
Said the line wrong, Yuma. You're supposed to say, no hero. No plus. Never will be.
But thanks to you, I was saved. If you weren't around, I wouldn't be here today. That's why a detective who exposes the truth is a hero in my book.
Viewers, I gotta ask. Is that what it means in the end? Yeah, we cleaned the lives of 3 girls, right? They weren't innocent, so it was, I mean, what we had to do, but... Am I mulling about this as well for no reason? Is it because we at least saved 1 life? Does it justify the means? Or... is there more to this? I don't know, viewers. I'm curious of what you guys have to say.
If there were more detectives like you in this city, maybe Aiko's death would have been solved earlier. I'm sure things would have been different.
Oh.
Kanai Ward hasn't seen a hero like you in forever. That's why it's always been so dark here. So please, please continue to be our hero.
A hero.
Wonder if by me doing this, maybe I can stop these kinds of things from happening again. Maybe that's what it means too. That's what it matters as well. It's rough, and it's gonna be terrible. I'm probably gonna break, but if the end result helps stop cases like this happening again, and I get to save at least a couple of people, like Kurumi or that boy, or that boy's father, maybe it really is just the littlest things that can make it all worth it. I don't know, though. Oh god, I gotta press the A button. I'm getting in my head here.
Maybe before I lost my memories, I was trying to become someone's hero. This time, there was a steep price to be paid for exposing the truth. But even so, the truth must always be revealed. I want to believe I can save someone. I want to continue being the hero she says I am. Still, I don't want to use Shinigami's powers again.
Don't act like you don't like it, Master! Well, I'm just glad you seem more motivated now. Oh, yeah. We made a promise, didn't we? I said I'd tell you about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret after the case was solved.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Huh? Oh, right.
Hey, you seem like you weren't expecting much. But that's where you're wrong. Just between you and me, I am Kanai Ward's only informant.
Informant?
Are you serious? A high school girl informant? I'm still a beginner, though. I started 3 years ago after taking over from my grandfather. And now that the peacekeepers control the city, there isn't much of a demand for information anymore.
No wonder you know so much about rumors.
Oh,
Besides,
he really is a sharp one.
I haven't felt this nervous since I was chased by those peacekeepers.
that also explains why the peacekeepers were after you.
Ah. Which, doesn't that mean that she's really crucially important? Like, way more than normal? Because if she's gone, there goes also our biggest information about the city. Since she's the last one. No pressure, jeez Louise. This isn't a moment.
If Kurumi is an informant, maybe she does have some crucial information about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I mean, well, I'm gonna do it now, because why not? But first I'm gonna go save, because that was crucial. Oh, wait, really quickly, let me guess. They all crossed? Yup. Because she's dead. Because she's dead. Because she's dead. Of course. This whole thing. And only you. Wait. Doesn't that mean... Oops. Her information should also be updated? I don't know. But yeah, tailing suspects. Makes sense with her being a foreign all. Guess, in the end... I don't think I need to be the hero the city needs, but I think... Personally, I wouldn't mind just being someone's hero. I think that'd be enough for me. I mean, I always had desires to save multiple people too, but in all honesty, if I could just save one person's life, I think that'll be good with that. But I wonder if that's an arrogant thing to say. Whatever. Alright, informant, what you got?
So, Kurumi, what do you know about Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Well, it's likely connected to the top secret research that Amaterasu Corporation is conducting. I think it has something to do with why the unified government approved of Kanai Ward's isolation.
Right. Remembering in the very beginning, there was a reason why no one can have access to this place. Nor can anyone get it. Well, some people to a degree can come in, but very rarely, and nobody can get out.
Top secret research? Approved the isolation?
Kanai Ward has always been a city centered around Amaterasu. But there was a lot more freedom in the past. People were allowed to come and go as they pleased.
They're just as notorious as the Shinra Corp from Final Fantasy, but, you know, way wetter and more eviler.
It became an autonomous zone, free from the Yuji's influence only a few years ago. The reason behind it has to do with the top secret research that Amaterasu is conducting.
And do we know what that is?
What is the research?
I don't know all the details, but it's supposed to be able to change the entire structure of the world.
Oh,
All nations and enterprises worldwide want it.
heck is it?
This research is what turned Amaterasu into a major global corporation.
And that research is being done in Kanai Ward?
But then, why the hell do they not want people leaving? Unless maybe it's out of fear that somebody might take knowledge of the research out? Well, no, they're not even let, like, normal civilians out. So, what the flip?
I think so. It would explain why Kanai Ward's been isolated. It's so their research doesn't leak out.
Okay, yeah, so I'm on it, but... they can't really assume even one lowly person who clearly has nothing to do. I guess they're just... it's a fail-safe measure, right? Because you really truly never know. It could be someone that honestly has nothing to do with Amaterasu, but what if, like, I don't know, you bump into someone on the street and they happen to leave a note that talks about the research and they happen to leave and it just happens to, like, find their way into some other researcher's, like, hands. It's a lot of, like, ifs and all, but, I mean, it's not like the chance isn't zero.
Research that can change the world? If that's true, it's some serious stuff. No wonder number one of the WDO would risk his neck here.
Yeah, and he doesn't get out at all.
Do you know any more details about that research?
I do know a little bit. Grandpa risked his life to obtain one piece of confidential information about Amaterasu Corp. And I believe that somehow, it has to be related.
What do you mean?
He was life for it? Oh, the music got quiet.
Research to create a homunculus, an immortal monster.
Say what?
Homunculus? Immortal monster?
Oh, we're playing God now. Oh, we're making people... Wow. We're trying to make... Can we not learn from Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood that this kind of thing's gonna backfire royally? Epically? Alright.
Now, wait just a
That's
minute.
ridiculous.
Are you serious?
I don't have any proof.
That's unbelievable. No. Okay, that's ridiculously unbelievable. You can't really honestly tell me that has to be how it ends. Also, my computer's popping up. Oh, no, not now. That's really where it's going to lead to? So Amaterasu is working on homunculi? Oh. You know what? This is actually, and I know someone's probably going to argue with it, but I think this is a good stopping moment. I know someone's going to be like, what do you mean? You can go further. I kind of want to save it for next episode. I think this is kind of getting to something really heavy. And I know it's a little bit early, but I'm realizing now that we might be getting some crucial information about this. If I make a mistake and ends up being the end of the chapter, then it just means we have more time for next episode. But I feel confident stopping here because, to be fair, we did accomplish something very major when it comes to saving Kurumi and exposing it. So I'm gonna leave this as a stopping moment. But homunculi, they're trying to create. Thank you all for tuning in for this episode. This has probably been the heaviest episode of probably all of my episodes, and arguably among most of my series so far. Now, I have no clue where this is going to be leading to, but I guess we're dealing with homunculi, as well as that being connected to it, whatever Amaterasu's great secret is. But now I'm wondering, what the heck do they need to make homunculi for? Have we not learned when we try to play God, God strikes back, and he's a vengeful thing? So says the word of God. No, okay, I'm making a bit here, but yeah, we did accomplish way more than I would have liked. We figured out the whys, which revealed the who, and no, not the band. It really sucks, but I guess at the end of the day, we were able to save Kurumi. And I guess I know for sure I have more motivation to take down the Peacekeepers. I already despise these clowns, and now I really do. Like, I don't think there's a single Peacekeeper. I say this now, right? And there's gonna be, like, some chapter later on, there's gonna be a Peacekeeper that's gonna be like, oh no, or oh no, I'm an innocent person involved in all this. I didn't know they were bad. I bet money, right? But yeah, I think it's good to stop it here. But yeah. Well, I guess we're going to find out more about this, more about the information, and I'm assuming we're getting closer to the end of the chapter. If we're not at the end of the chapter, I'd be surprised. But yeah, see, and I know there's more of this, because I didn't even realize now. Look where it says there. Okay, Aiko was murdered by Kata, and Aiko's close friends Yoshiko, Warna, and Kurane then avenged their friend by working together to murder Kata. That should have solved the case, and yet, after reaping the souls from Yoshiko, Warna, and Kurane, there's more to this. So there is more. Okay, so this is a good starting point. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. I can't imagine where this game's gonna go next, but y'all got me. You got me hooked, and I hope you viewers got hooked too. So if you want to see more, you already know where to tune into. Tune into your boy. If anyone's gonna wonder how I'm feeling, I feel emotionally broken, but I also, again, we saved Kurumi, and I'm trying to get into the mindset of, by us doing this now, we can stop future circumstances like this from happening. And maybe in the end, that's what really matters. So, I don't know. But let me know what